Hello and good day everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sir Marcy and our lesson for today is all about the quadratic function. Let's recall first our past lesson. I have here three questions and we're going to answer this for only 5 seconds. Are you guys ready? Let's start. Question number 1. Which of the following is an example of quadratic inequality? Is it A, x squared plus 3x plus 2 equals 0? Is it B, x squared minus 2x minus 8 is greater than 0? Is it C, x squared plus 4x plus 4? Or letter D, 3x plus 5 is equal to 14? Timer starts now. Alright, time's up. And the correct answer is letter B, x squared minus 2x minus 8 is greater than 0. Question number 2. Find the roots of the quadratic equation x squared plus 5x plus 4 is equal to 0. Is it A, x is equal to 4 and x is equal to 1? B, x is equal to negative 4 and x is equal to negative 1? C, x is equal to 4 and x is equal to negative 1? Or letter D, x is equal to negative 4 and x is equal to positive 1? Timer starts now. Okay, time's up. If your answer is letter B, then you are correct. And for our last question, what do you call the solution of an equation derived from an original equation? However, it is not a solution of the original equation. Is it A, algebraic expression root, B, quadratic equation, C, extraneous root, or letter D, quadratic inequality? Timer starts now. Okay, the correct answer is letter C, extraneous root. Okay? Okay, let's now proceed with our lesson. The topic that I'm going to discuss is all about the quadratic functions. It is a second degree function of the form y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. This is a function which described as a polynomial of degree 2. A quadratic function may be represented in three different ways, namely by equation, by table of values, and by graph. Take note also that the graph of the quadratic function is called parabola. It is important to note that a parabola may open upward or downward. Okay, complete the following table of values using the equation of the quadratic function, then construct the graph. We have here example number 1. Y is equal to x squared minus 3. We're going to construct a table of values and I assigned here from negative 3 to positive 3. So we're going to solve for y by using the given values of x from negative 3 to positive 3. So let's start with x is equal to negative 3. From our quadratic function, we're going to substitute the values of x as equal to negative 3. So we simplify negative 3 squared minus negative 3 minus 3. Our answer is y is equal to 9 plus 3 minus 3. Then we add this from left to right. 9 plus 3 is 12 minus 3. The answer is 9. So we have negative 3 and the value of y is 9. Next is we're going to solve for x. So we're going to substitute this time x is equal to negative 2. From our quadratic function, y is equal to x squared minus x minus 3, we have y is equal to negative 2 squared minus negative 2 minus 3. Simplifying it, we have y is equal to 4 plus 2 minus 3. So add it from left to right. Y is equal to 4 plus 2, 6 minus 3. We have y is equal to 3. So we now have negative 2 and positive 3. Next, we substitute x is equal to negative 1. We have y is equal to x squared minus x minus 3. So substitute x is equal to 1. We have y is equal to negative 1 squared minus negative 1 minus 3. We have negative 1 squared is 1. minus negative 1, we have positive 1 minus 3. So 1 plus 1 is 2, minus 3, we have y is equal to negative 1. Next, we have 0, x is equal to 0. We have y is equal to x squared minus x minus 3. We have y is equal to 0 squared minus 0 minus 3. We know that 0 squared is 0 minus 0 minus 3. Our answer is y is equal to negative 3. Next, we have x is equal to 1. So y is equal to x squared minus x minus 3. We now substitute it as x is equal to 1. We have 1 squared minus 1 minus 3. That is 1 minus 1 minus 3. And 1 minus 1 is 0. Minus 3, we have y is equal to negative 3. Next, we have x is equal to 2. We have y is equal to x squared minus x minus 3. So substitute. We now have 2 squared minus 2 minus 4. Then we simplify. 2 squared is 4 minus 2 minus 3. So 4 minus 2 is 2 minus 3. We have y is equal to negative 1. And lastly, we have x is equal to 3. That is y is equal to x squared minus x minus 3. We have y is equal to the 3 squared minus 3 minus 3. So we now have 3 squared, which is 9, minus 3 minus 3. So 9 minus 3 is 6. Minus 3, we have y is equal to 3. So we now have, or we already completed the table of values. After completing the table of values, we will now plot this in the Cartesian plane. First, we're going to plot negative 3 and positive 9. If we're going to locate negative 3 and positive 9, this is in quadrant 2. So from our x-plane, we have 3, then 9. So our first point is here. Next is we're going to plot negative 2, 3. So negative 2, then 3, which is here. Next is we have negative 1 and 1, which is in the third quadrant. That is placed here. So negative 1, 1. Next is 0, 3, which is on the y-axis. We have here 0, negative 3. Next, we have 1, negative 3, which is here. Then we have 2, negative 1. And lastly, 3 and 3, which is in quadrant 1. After we plot these points, we will now connect the dots and we will now have a parabola that opens upward. Okay, let's have some more example. This time we're going to complete the table of values of the quadratic function y is equal to x squared minus 4, and after this, we're going to construct the graph. So we're going to use the same values of x from negative 3 to positive 3. So let's solve. First, we substitute x is equal to negative 3. From our quadratic function, y is equal to x squared minus 4. We now have y is equal to negative 3 squared minus 4. Negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. Minus 4, we have y is equal to 5. Next, we have x is equal to negative 2. We have y is equal to x squared minus 4. Y is equal now to negative 2 squared minus 4. And that is negative 2 squared, which is 4 minus 4. And we know that that is equal to 0. Next, we have negative 1. Y is equal to x squared minus 4. We have y is equal to negative 1 squared minus 4. The negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Minus 4, we have 1 minus 4. Y is equal to negative 3. Next, we have x is equal to 0. From the quadratic function, we now have y is equal to 0 squared minus 4. Then y is equal to 0 minus 4, and y is equal to negative 4. Next, we have x is equal to 1. Y is equal to x squared minus 4. We now have 1 squared minus 4, and 1 squared is 1 minus 4. The answer is negative 3. Next, we have x is equal to 2. From the quadratic function, y is equal to x squared minus 4. We now have 2 squared minus 4, and that is 4 minus 4. So the answer is 0. Y is equal to 0. And the last number is x is equal to 3. Y is equal to x squared minus 4. We have y is equal to 3 squared minus 4 and y is equal to 9 minus 4 and y is equal to positive 5. So we already completed the table of values. Next is we're going to construct the graph of the quadratic function. Okay, after we already completed the table of values, let's now plot the quadratic function of y is equal to x squared minus 4. First, we will plot negative 3, positive 5. We know that negative 3 and positive 5 is on the second quadrant. Okay, and that is placed here. Next, we have negative 2, 0, and we know that negative 2, 0 is on the x-axis, which is placed here. Also, we have negative 1 and negative 3 that is on the third quadrant, which is here. Next, we have 0, negative 4, and that is on the y-axis. Next, we have 1 and negative 3, which is placed here. It is on the fourth quadrant. And we have 2 and 0, which is on the x-axis. And lastly, 3, 5, which is on the first quadrant. After we already plot this, we will now connect these lines or we connect these points and then we now have a parabola that opens upward. That's all for now. Thank you for watching and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.